What is up, guys? Minus here with Rowdy Touring. Today I have the excitement to bring you the underwhelming, the not new at all Audi A3. I've got a loaner right now because the S4 is in the shop getting that puddle light fixed. They needed to order harness in, so instead of me going in and out, they said, here's, take this for the night. So here I am. One thing I will say is pretty cool right off the bat is the MMI screen here. If you turn the car off, and look at that, it just fucking sneaks away. Now, let's be honest, that's something that's probably gonna fail at some point, get stuck. It's gonna get stuck halfway open. It's kind of a gimmick. It does leave the dash nice and clean when the car is off. As far as I know, so I'm just turning the car back on. There it is, it comes out. I don't know if you can put it down while you're driving. There is a screen off button, but it doesn't lower it back in. I'll try holding it maybe. Hold it from on. No, it doesn't seem, and I don't really want to try pushing it down. I don't think it goes down. Kind of a neat thing, maybe a little quirk or something like that. This car does have the virtual cockpit, so you'll notice everything on the like your speedometer, your tachometer, everything is fully digital. You can switch between your radio, your map, and then you can make it full screen map if you want. Zoom in and out. It's kind of like, it's way too busy. Like looking at this would drive me insane, to be honest with you. So I would definitely just leave it. I mean, I don't even like having the map on here. Like this is sort of how I would leave mine. Just like I like to look at my consumption. Even though I rip it a lot, I also like to try and keep it as low as possible when I'm not ripping it. Keep a nice balance in there. Because we can't be burning too much gas, too much money. We do have the adaptive cruise control, which, oh my god, I miss so much. It does seem a little odd though. Once the adaptive cruise control is set, and you want to up speed or down speed, it was only doing it in 10-kilometer-an-hour increments. So I was going the speed limit, obviously, and I wanted to. I'm not going to go over the speed limit, so I must have been wanting to decrease the speed just by a couple kilometers, but it went down by 10. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. So the only way to go down by a couple was to essentially cancel it temporarily and then just hit set again, and it would set it to like a 98 or where, whatever, speed you happen to be going. So that was kind of an interesting thing. Now, one thing that absolutely drives me crazy, I sort of had the same issue in my S4, but it's nowhere near this bad, is these fucking cup holders. So this is an Audi, oh, my finger's stuck. This is an Audi water bottle, all right? So this isn't like I just took my own monster water bottle. This was given to me with the S4 from Audi. Well, so let's just take a look here. Okay, so we're gonna try and put this in. Look at the angle it's at. It does not even get in. It maybe gets in halfway. And what's great? Oh, you're turning on buttons. You're turning. Oh, I just turned off the climate control. Oh, I put it on full windscreen here. Let's put this auto. Oh, we got the heated seats on now. It is ridiculous. Like, I don't know who decided to put this so low. Like, I feel like we easily could have done something different here. Like this gap. Maybe remove this. We could have moved these up like another inch, like half an inch or something, brought this up, gotten rid of this gap, brought that up, and given more room for your own water bottles that you're giving out to people, Audi. Come on. It's not quite so bad in the S4. I'm going to do a full review of my S4 when I get it back. But it's crazy. It's totally crazy. Another thing I find a little bit cramped in the A3, and let's be honest, this is a smaller car, so things are going to be cramped, is... Here, how do I get the best angle here? This is your control. This is how you control everything for your MMI screen up here. And in my S4, it's more up here. And so like the way I like my armrest, it's kind of up because I like to sit my hand on the shifter, even though it's not manual. I realize it's kind of a habit. I like to sit, and it keeps it kind of nice, perfect 90 degree. Because this is totally adjustable. You kind of like pull it up and it kind of clicks into different levels. You pull it all the way up, it goes all the way down. But the only way it really makes sense to grab this is when this is all the way down. In that case, it's actually pretty comfortable. But then, like, this is quite low. Like, to be driving like this, if I feel like, you can probably even see that like my shoulder is kind of down a little bit. So I click it up like essentially that's not even too far, that's too far. Like I click it up one setting, and then it sort of keeps my arm at a nice 90. But the issue with that is that now to access this, my hand's kind of like, it's like I feel like I'm like a duck looking for food or something, or like a snake, and you just like, oh, what's going on down here? What's going on? Hey guys, hey, what's going on down here? Sorry. Anyway, it also slightly different layout. So these buttons are sort of like you can click them up and down for your, you got your nav, your radio. So you just kind of click it down or click it up, and that switches between. This is, you're turning between stuff. This is actually a touch screen, which you can use to write letters out, which is actually amazing. Same thing in my S4. The difference actually is that the back and menu were up here. Of course I turned the sound on now. Which again, that makes it even more awkward because of how much closer it is. So you're fiddling with stuff, and then I was like, well, how do I hit back? I was actually pushing up here, and I was like, okay, maybe I just hit media again. But that brought me like all the way back to like the original screen, and then I was like, oh, it's way back here, and it's just like, it's fucking awkward. Like, you gotta pull your hand back, and like, I don't know. Bad design, in my opinion. Other than that, car's very similar to the S4 as far as like the finish, like just amazing finish. Like, let's be honest, the interior's fantastic. The leather feels incredible. Everything feels super high quality, which is what you expect when you're buying an Audi. Got a nice large sunroof. It's only got a screen top. Like, you can still see, if you see back here, you can still see the sky through here, right? It's just a screen, so it's not a total block, which some people might prefer that. Usually you have the option, like you have like maybe a screen and then a full solid one if you don't want any light. But yeah, I mean, overall it's a nice car. I was kind of hoping they were gonna like maybe give me like a loaner RS7, like, let's be honest. But especially because I was talking to the salesman, I was like, hey, I'm interested in buying one if you guys can find me one for the right price, Because last time I did that with the SUV, that's what they loaned me, right? Because they're like, ooh, let's try and make him buy the SUV. We'll give it to him for free. He'll play with it for a few days. He'll come back. He'll buy one. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, anyway, guys. Power-wise, I think this thing's sitting around 220-some horsepower. And because of its size, it's actually not terrible. Like, this is... Like, I had no problems, really, with it. Especially, like, you can drop it into sport mode. It, pops the RPMs up another, like, 1,500, 2,000 over whatever it was. It, it keeps you at a higher RPM range so you have more response when you hit the accelerator down. And yeah, I mean... It's decent, like, it just for like a around the city car. Like, if you just don't enjoy speed, then yeah, this is definitely the car for you. But no, really do love it. The Bang Olufsen sound system sounds amazing. I will say the sound system in my S4 sucks. We're not really gonna get into that because I'm gonna do a whole video on the S4. But anyway, guys, we're gonna keep it short. And that's it for me minus today. Mash that subscribe button, and guys, remember, stay rowdy.